Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We are excited. We're going to be hopping on the phone talking to some sellers today. Definitely, if you haven't already joined the Discord, leave a like on the video. Drop a comment for the best moment that you found on the video, your biggest takeaway. And without further ado, Mr. Charles, he's joining us today. Let's hop into it. Let's get on the phone, man. Let's talk to some of these sellers and see if we can lock something up live for everybody to watch how we do deals.
Well, let's get a little good cop, bad cop action going on. I'm popping up this Google Drive right now. Give me a second.
Beautiful. Welcome in, everybody. Wholesaling live. Or live seller calls.
John, you mind if you pop up this, be the first one? Can't get this screen opened up.
Yeah, you want me to make the first call?
Yeah, make the first one while I open it up on my desktop, my
Gotcha.
laptop.
All right, I'm gonna put Google Voice here, and then I'm gonna get Zillow cooking. And this honestly would be a great opportunity to showcase the power dialer, but we're gonna go off the sheets for now because I need to get that set up. All right, let's go to the list. I'm gonna pull the first one. Let's get address. Where's that at? Right here. Okay, I got let me make a copy. All right. Let's start off with Chesterfield, Virginia. See what's going on out there. Ladies and gentlemen, take advantage of this opportunity. Every time you're in the room with the killers in this call, you got to let them know where you're at, what you're up to, how you're closing deals. You'd be surprised at the opportunities that present themselves to you. I'm going to get the stream, my screen going here. Okay. So now we got the screen going. Let's see here.
Oh, there's one
Nice.
in my backyard.
Okay. We'll have you call that one.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. I'm going to hop on the phone now. Let's see if you guys can hear the call.
Oh.
All right. This is the biggest takeaway from the call for people that are new to wholesaling. You don't ever just want to call one time. You guys got to call at least 2 times for it to be a call. I'm going to tell you why here in a second. Get this. Let's see. Trying to get this to record the audio here. Screen capture. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, invite somebody that would benefit from being in proximity with us today, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, let me put that below this one. Okay, so we should have all the audio coming through on the stream. And sometimes when you call a phone, if it's on Do Not Disturb, they're not even going to see it. All right? So you got to call more than one time, minimum 2 times. Watch how I talk to the leads.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
All right. So we called them. They didn't pick up. Well, what's next? You know, that person didn't pick up. Are we going to leave a voicemail? We're not going to leave a voicemail. We're going to leave a text message. When you leave a text on somebody's phone, they're going to read it way quicker than they're going to see a voice message. Say, hey.
Your call has been forwarded to the voice.
Double dial.
Yep. I'm going to mark that one orange. Okay, a lot of Illinois leads, surprisingly. Let's take a look at this one in Glen Allen, Virginia.
All right, we are going to call Mr. Jose in Riverside, California.
Okay. How you want to get the flow going? You want to call one, I call one?
Yeah, we could do that. I was just trying to get someone on the phone at this point.
For sure. I just have a feeling if we both call at the same time, we might get somebody at the same time.
Oh Lord! All right, I'll let you go.
Now you got it if you want to go.
All right, bingo.
Dylan asks, what types of leads do you have? What structure of a deal are you looking for? We're looking for motivated sellers.
Tu
We got a
llamada se
solution.
reenvió al buzón de voz.
All right, we got the next one. Jules. Hey, Jules, this is John. How are you?
I'm well.
Good. Hey, I got this request to sell for a property I guess you've got in Glen Allen. I want to talk to you about it to see if it was something you were still looking to sell.
At the moment, I just got off the phone. Like me and my wife still going over some things. You're probably like literally the 20th realtor that has called and left a voicemail or text. If you could give me a call back on Tuesday, me and my wife is going to think it over this weekend if we want to, what we want to do. But so you give me a call Tuesday at 9:30. I'll have an answer for you.
Okay. What were you kind of thinking right now? Is this something you were living in and
That,
you all are thinking about moving, or?
Yeah, we're living in a home.
Okay. And are you looking to list this with an agent? Because I'm not a realtor. I'm an investor myself.
Not really.
You're not looking to list this with an agent?
Not right now.
Okay. Are you looking to sell it to an investor? If this is something that you could sell as is, you don't have to put any work into it.
So we have an offer. The last offer we had from an investor was 3 weeks ago, and it was $797.
Okay. What were his stipulations? What did he want to give you, or what were the terms?
Well, he asked how soon we could be out. I told him we could be out within 30 days. He asked for $797, something that we consider selling, because when we had it on the market, I think the highest we got offered was $805 with a no higher than price of $830. And nobody beat out we liked $830 better, but no one beat out the $805. And then so we just asked the realtor to take it down. I didn't want to keep doing these viewings knowing that 805 wasn't going to move, because I love my house. Like, I got my man cave, got a theater room in it. Like, I love the house. It's in a great area. The area is up and coming. My best friend, he's an investor as well, so I know the ins of the business. This is what he does for a living. So he let me know that my number was on one of these call lists where investors are reaching out to me trying to buy the home. So yeah, we've had 2 cash offers. The first one was $750, and this most recent one was $797.
Okay.
And both of the gentlemen just want to know how soon could we come out, and if there was any liens on the property, and if we had any major repairs done, like the house is 5 years old. It just hit 5 years old last week. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that a 797 offer is pretty generous, especially for an investor. You know, if they're going to take it as is, most people they're going to just try to up and list it on the market. Um, so I'm not sure what type of margin they'd have after paying for closing costs and then another agent to list the property. Um, so I mean, I would probably take that offer. 797. Is that your number that you're looking for? I mean, because I know I'm not going to be able to beat that.
Oh no, that's fine. No, and that number actually did move. Like it's the idea of it being a cash price, and once everything is settled, we just get the money minus what we owe on the mortgage. Like our mortgage is down to the low fives at this point. What we owe on it. So the 750 was a good one, but it's just like again, we love the house, and the only reason why we entertained it, the guy, both of them were serious because we get these calls every couple months, and I know like a few of them, just people just calling on a list to see what type of numbers they can get. But these.
But why did you decide to list it with the agent?
Well, he told me after offering me the 750, and I just told him like, that's a great number, but that's just not. We're not really we're not really looking to sell, so that number didn't do it because if we sell, we're going to buy a bigger house, right? So there's a certain return.
I got you.
I'm looking to get a certain amount of money down.
I hear you.
So that's the only, and it was his idea to listen. So he's like, hey, why don't you do me a favor, man? It's not going to cost you anything out of your pocket. I'll have somebody come over, take some pictures, and I'll post it, and we can get some bites. So
right.
We got an 805, no higher than price of 830. So the guy was willing to meet any offer up to 830.
And you didn't jump on that, so I know I'm not going to be able to work with you, my man, but I appreciate you, and I wish you the best of luck.
Absolutely, man. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Take care. On to the next one. You want to make the next call?
Yes, sir. I'm chomping at the bits. Next.
Well, let's get it. So for some context, right, these are going to be cold call leads, right? So I was saying in the chat not long ago, hey, what if we did a series, where we would get on the phone and start talking to different types of leads, right? So we got the pay per lead model, you've got the cold call model, you've got the PPC model, you got SMS leads, and we're going to show you the different types of sellers you're going to get on the phone with each of these different marketing channels.
Please leave your message for. Hello, it's Kevin. Leave a message.
I love talking to these type of guys. Answer, Kevin.
Hit him with that double tap.
Oh, yeah.
Please leave your message for. Hello, it's Kevin. Leave a message. Sorry, mailbox.
All right. Go to Chicago. Out of Chi-Town. Wholesale's out there.
Oh yeah, a lot of wholesalers out there. I see a lot of guys crushing it in Chicago amidst the wholesaling regulation as well. So don't get shy, get active.
Hello?
Mr. Brian. Hey, Brian, this is Charles Osborne with the Osborne Advisory. I was calling you about that property on Green Street. My assistant said you might be looking to get rid of it. Yeah, you're looking to still sell? Okay. Right on, my friend. Well, as long as we come on an agreement on price, how soon can we part ways from the property?
Whenever we call.
Oh, you're a simple man. I love it. Okay. So right now I'm seeing it's a 7 bedroom, 3 bath. So what is this, a duplex?
Yeah.
Right on. How much are we receiving in rents? 38 unit for both sides?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's a triplex? Bingo. Okay. And are those tenants on Section 8 or anything like that? We got vouchers? Oh, gotcha. Now, I'm assuming you get calls like this every damn day. So how much would you need to be at to actually say yes to one of these guys?
People get these calls every day, actually.
Okay.
I mean, I like to be 25.
You said you'll probably take 225?
You know,
5. I ain't gonna make any money on this one. Uh, how much, what's going on with the property? Do we need any repairs? Because I'm looking at these Zillow pictures and they look kind of rough.
well, ain't no repair. I mean, on the inside, it might need some repair, some updates for sure.
Okay.
The party style lived in, so I mean, as far as working facilities, electrical is updated, plumbing is updated. It just needs updating probably as far as, maybe put some new cabinets in or something like that. Something like that.
Got you. So would you let your wife live there? Hypothetically. Okay. So it's not horrible.
No, it's not horrible. I mean, like I said, you come in if you want to do some modifications like, updated cabinets and painting and stuff like that. I mean, that's just basic stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Basic stuff. I mean, for me to make a 10% return on my investment at 225, I'm be honest, that's damn near market value for a turnkey property. I would be closer to 170.
No, we ain't no. No.
Nah, man,
I mean, 245. I mean, it's already at 3,500.
I mean, 225. That you said.
245.
Mhm.
You know what that number is?
Oh man, I'm at shoot at interest rates at 7%. There's no way I would even clear that. So I'm just buying it to buy it.
Yeah. 225. You put 225 in the bond fund. You're not gonna get 40,000 a year, and you're not gonna get that depreciation. I know what's happening. I do this.
Oh, so we got a couple of them. So how about you sell the whole portfolio? We might be able to work out a deal then.
I'm telling you what I feel like I want to sell.
Got you.
So,
Got you. All righty then. Well, let me run this back with a partner of mine, see what's the absolute best that we can do. But we're still far off on this thing. Why not just list it with an agent?
the only reason I haven't been with an agent is because I don't want to serve tenants.
I mean, you
So,
could,
and I haven't even actually gotten a few calls. So,
Okay.
well, maybe I consider that. But other than that, it's cash flowing. It's making money. So it's not a
so
big deal for me.
you're not hurting. Okay.
Big deal.
It might be. It sounds like it's a problem property though. You got a couple in your portfolio, but this is the one you're considering to sell. I'm just trying to figure out why.
Um,
Right on. Where I appreciate your time. I'm gonna circle this back with my partner John. See what's the best that we can do, but all cash at 170. That's the realistically that's the ceiling. But would you be open to carry? So would you be open to something creative? Would you be open to carrying?
there it is.
So basically, essentially, you would become the bank, and I would give you, let's say, 20, 30% down. You can charge me interest on the money, and then I refi out of this once interest rates are actually at a pace where I can cash flow. Right now, for an investor, a DSCR loan, I'm at 8%, and there's no way. Yeah, I want to come in all cash. I'm not at your level yet. All righty, sir. Well, you have a blessed rest of your evening. I'll circle back with you, let's say in a couple of days here, once I speak to my partner, John, and he's the one bringing in the capital. We see what we can do from then. All righty, bro.
Let's get it.
He ain't doing shit.
Yeah, that's the kind of the feeling I got on that first call, right? We're just kind of disqualifying these people, you know, especially when it comes to cold calling and in volume like this. It is definitely a sorting game, right? So you just want to try to see, you know, who really on this list is actually motivated. You know, they have to have a reason to sell, and they have to be realistic on the price, right? So these guys, they're not going to fit our model, but that's not going to stop us, right? We're going to keep calling. So let's see who's next on the list. We got a lot of Illinois leads, surprisingly. We got one in Midway, Georgia. This one's vacant. I like this one. I'm going to give this guy a call. Let's take a look, see if we can pull this one out. I know Ricky's in the chat. Let's see. Okay, this is an apartment condo, looks like. All right, I don't usually mess
We got a
with
late.
the condo, so let's see what else we got. Newport News.
John, we got a lay down.
Oh, which
Go
one
down
is
to
that?
2023. Redfin saying it's 135. They're asking 60. It's vacant.
I'll call him.
Mr. Peter.
Let's
Call
call him.
Peter.
See if we can get him on the phone.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Peter? You there?
Thanks, Peter. Please stay on the line.
Hate these damn
Hello.
things.
Peter, this is John. Can you hear me?
Yeah, John who?
John Johnson. I was calling about that property you said you were looking to sell on South Yale Ave in Chicago.
John Johnson, Yale. Sure, okay, and?
Yeah, so
The
you're
Michigan
looking.
guy?
No, I'm from Maryland. But
Maryland. All right, anyway.
yeah, I got this one on South Yale Ave. I wanted to see what was going on because it looked like it was boarded up last time we saw it.
Yeah, you go check it out again, it's no problem.
Okay, I mean, did you put some work into it, or where are we at with that?
Nope. No work.
I got you. So you looking to sell it now?
Yeah.
Okay. It needs everything then, right?
Yeah, full gut.
Okay. What do you want for it?
50.
50?
Mm-hmm.
Would you take 30?
No. The fuck? Would you give me 60?
I mean, I wouldn't make any money at 50.
I ain't not gonna make no money. The houses around there sold for 250.
I don't know. I mean, it needs everything. We're talking about almost 1,500 square feet, 4 beds, 1 bath.
Well, I'm sure once you rehab it, you're gonna make it 2 baths at least, and probably finish the basement while you're at it. So let's be realistic.
Okay. I mean,
I think 50 is a fair number.
I mean, I don't think it's crazy unrealistic, but I still don't think I'm going to have the margin I'm looking for.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. If you want to take some time, look into the comps in the area, and you'll get an idea of what's going for what.
Yeah.
I mean, that house done right, it's on a double lot with a built garage already.
You said it's got a garage on it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a really
I mean,
big property, buddy.
Yeah, I see the property. It is a nice one. You don't think you take
Well, anyway, mull it over.
35?
No, man, I'm not gonna take anything less than 50.
It's 50 or no deal.
Yep,
I mean,
50 is the deal.
would you list it? It looked like you tried to list it a while ago.
I had it. Some dudes kind of swindled me, made it seem like they were gonna buy it, put it under contract, and they tried to reflip it. I ain't trying to do none of that.
Well, what'd you say you give it to them for? Because they listed it for what, 55?
Right. So I told them 50.
Oh, they wouldn't have made any money at 50, even at 55. If they try to swindle you. I mean, they got to pay a commission, right, to list it.
I think they were brokers of some sort. To be honest, I have no idea, bro. Like I said, I signed a contract. I was under the impression that they were cashing me out. It was a 30-day contract where they tried to resell it. But anyhow, yeah, take some time, mull it over, shoot me a text if you're interested. We can work something out. If not,
I'm interested, brother, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I won't be able to do 50. I see there's one on the market right now at 55, one at 56. I gotta be competitive to that. I think we can make this happen at 35. Will you take it?
No.
2 weeks.
No.
Nope. All right. Call me back if anything
You know what?
changes.
Let me sleep on it. That's what I was gonna say. Let me sleep on it. But I don't.
What's there to think about,
whatever.
man?
Well, if it wasn't such a hot property, you wouldn't be calling, would you?
I mean, you're not the only person I'm talking to, but
Yeah, of course, I understand how that goes, but I have a serious separation anxiety when it comes down to my properties, and I own enough to where I'm totally indifferent whether I sell them or not. So the number's a number. But again, let me think about it, and we'll go from there. Maybe maybe you hear from me. I don't know.
well, let's work a little bit more definite than maybes. When do you want to try to reconnect?
Well, I'm gonna sleep on it tonight, so I guess you'll hear from me tomorrow.
All right, I'll call you tomorrow if you're serious. 35, 2 weeks. Let me know.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Later.
I don't know, man. I don't know if that one's gonna really sell. You got this other stuff, and this is what you got to be mindful of when you're talking to these sellers, right? I hope you all can see my screen, because while I'm talking to him, I had some pretty good rebuttals on that one. I don't think that this was a deal at 50, because you look at these other houses, right? These are all kind of similar condition, tear down, pretty beat up houses. They're just sitting there. I think maybe somebody might take it for 40, but you got to be competitive to what's available. I don't think that 50 is a deal. I mean, this is look at the pictures. This is the same. Look, you see the pictures on PropStream? Same type of house, same beat up, inside all messed up, as is sale. So that's my thought process behind it, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta be competitive to what's available. What do you think, Charles?
No go.
This one went for 35. You see this 4.2? 35 is what I told him. 840, 35. This guy might take the other one. This is a multifamily property. All right, let's get the next one. You want to call the next guy?
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. I'm scanning through some of these. And go. All right, 48.
Let's see it.
Hey, real quick, put a pin on that one. Dalton's saying he can move it at 75, so don't push that last guy.
What's up, Ricky? Dalton, you think you can move that at 75?
Yeah, put a pin on it, man. Get on his ass.
I'll call him. I'll keep up with him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dalton don't fuck around. It's about his money, so.
I'd be surprised if you move that at 75, though.
Extraordinary things over here, my friend.
Tap in, Dalton. Tap in. Hop on the stream. Tell us why you think you can move this for 75. Am I not seeing something here? What's going on?
Yeah, he can move it at 75 because his name is Mr. Woods. That's why.
That might be the case.
He said, "Give me a call. Let me call on his ass."
Let's see. Where's Mr. Woods? Is he in here? He is.
I got a bounce.
Ricky, you trying to hop on?
Yeah, let me call somebody.
Let's see who we got.
Yep. Y'all, if you like the lead qualities, go ahead and check out Sierra.
You heard the man.
Yo, sorry, I was on the phone.
Oh, we got him. What's up, Dalton?
What up, boys?
So what do you think, Dalton? You think we can move that at 75?
Yeah, I think ARV on that one's 225. That's the Sammy guy brought it to us
That was the same
on
lead?
the. Yeah, he brought it to us. He filled out a form on Facebook and he was trying to JV, but he won't. At first, he said he wouldn't sign any paperwork, so I was like, yeah, we don't just blindly send deals out without any sort of.
Wait, that was the same. That was the
agreement.
same guy that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, check your DMs. I sent you the notes in my CRM
Okay.
with the Addy.
You want me to call him
I mean,
back?
sounds like that seller might be under contract still. He can't just back out because somebody's trying to wholesale it. We all know that, but
I didn't even know.
who knows what actually happened? I haven't seen the purchase agreement. I've asked Sammy for it 3 times because that's like our first step for JV. We get the lead, we underwrite it, we have to check the PSA just to make sure it works for our buyers, and then we send the JV, and then we blast it to our buyers. So who knows? He might not be under contract, but that's the same lead. And 65 to 75, I think we have a buyer all day.
Say less. All right, you know what? Let me call him back. I'm gonna call him back. I'm gonna say what's going on here.
Nah, let him sleep on it. You got him tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get it at 40 or anything else that's closer to 35 than 55, you're winning. He's not a type of guy that's gonna make a decision right now anyway. So let him sleep on it, see what he says, and try to meet him at 40. Make it 30 maker right there.
Let's see what he says.
You did good. You handled that guy well.
Yeah, you did a fantastic job. That's exactly how you want to handle that type of seller.
Yeah. You gotta match their energy, man.
No, I would have talked shit to him. I would have got him mad and be like, "Look," but you handled him well. You're like everything. You're like, it's gonna cost us more to fix it up. You hitting it with a.
Let's go.
You got that was good. You sound like you know what you're doing, bro.
Oh, I'd hope so. I've been doing this so long, man.
Hey, Scott, how are you?
Sheesh. Hey, shout out to Charles. He's bringing us the leads, everybody, on today's live stream. All these leads are coming from Charles and his company, his lead company. So we're obviously going to see, what the leads look like and everything, and we'll talk about all that, as we progress. I'm going to look for a lead for you, Ricky, something in Georgia. I only see a little apartment, like a condo. It doesn't really look like something you'd probably be interested in. A lot of these are in Virginia, Illinois, and that's about it. A lot of Chicago stuff though. So hey, if Dalton is pushing stuff in Chicago, this might be good for you then, Dalton. We might be able to get something for you. Let me see what that guy's name was.
Oh, Chicago. Fuck it.
Okay, yeah, all right. I'm gonna put this guy as green, and I'll follow up with him tomorrow. Let's see. Okay, we got Joe. Let me see if we can get this over to you then. Ricky, let's have you call this guy.
Oh, give me that motherfucking dough.
Ricky, KY. Let us know in the side chat, ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying the stream. We want to make sure that, everybody in here has access to everything they need to start closing some deals. And, of course, you get to watch us do what we do, so there's no excuse, not to pick up the phone and follow along. And then once you get a deal, if you need a buyer, leverage the community, work with the people that are in here. We got a platform that we built out, reirev.com. Get it in front of people like Dalton. I'll make sure that he sees it. Submit the deal there. All right, try to call this guy Joe. I don't know if he's going to pick up, but you know the drill. And in the meantime, I'm going to send a text to the last guy, Peter. I'm just say, hey.
You have an asking price?
161,000. Says needs repairs, asking 161. He's a tired landlord trying to get out the rental business.
You see if he has more than one property.
No, I can't see that. Just try to give him a call real quick.
Yeah. You check what the ARV is real quick or just like AI it while I call him and just DM me that?
Yeah. I'll pull it up.
your call.
His estimate 130.
This fucker sounds like one of the founding fathers.
He bought it for 70.
Joseph C. Ziegler Jr.
Can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
Yo, this is Ricky. You recently spoke with my assistant about selling that property you had on Carpenter Street. Give me a call when you can, and let's see if we can work together. Thanks. Bye.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to pass you another one.
I got like 10 minutes here because I have a training at 6, and I haven't even finished the training material yet. So I really shouldn't even be up here, but fuck it.
All right,
Over
Ricky,
the game.
We can send you back down. Say less.
We shy. Call this guy.
That's
What's
another
asking?
350. Zillow estimate 415 per the spreadsheet. Let me take a look.
Okay.
You've reached Mary. Can't come to the phone. Leave a message and I'll call you back. Bye.
It's a Mary, but the thing says Christian.
Might be a landline. Welcome in, everybody. Invite somebody you think will benefit from watching these live seller calls. Don't sleep on this. We got a handful in VA for you, Rob.
You've reached Mary. Can't come to the phone. Leave a message and I'll call you back. Bye.
Please record your message. Finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Mary, this is Ricky. We spoke with Christian at this number about potentially purchasing that property he had on North Ottawa Ave. Just give me a call when you can and see if we can do some business together. Thanks. Bye.
The other guy you called, Joe Ziegler, he didn't pick up. Okay.
I'll call
Who
him
else
again.
we got?
I like talking to old people. I'm calling Mr. Ziegler again.
Let's get Rob up on the stage, man. If he doesn't pick up.
Sorry, the mailbox is full and there is not enough space to leave a message. Bye.
That was the last voicemail.
Wow.
I'll call one more person.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care where it is. I really don't care.
Newport News. Let's get Ricky on. If they don't pick up, they're not talking to Ricky today, ladies and gentlemen. They don't want to talk to Ricky at that point.
They don't like money.
They're ready to move on. They're ready to get back on the phone with Charles and John. If they don't pick up and talk to Ricky.
You gave me a Hispanic guy. I fucking hate Hispanic sellers. They're just as bad as Indians.
That's crazy. But yeah. We're making live seller calls, ladies and gentlemen. You got to invite somebody you think will benefit from watching these, man. We got to start closing some deals together. That's the goal this year. Get as many people in this room. He's asking 175. His estimate's 224.
Okay.
Per the spreadsheet. Let me pull it up on my end so I can confirm.
Okay, cool.
222. He's got some cars in the yard here. Let's see what's going on. This is the housey house. Got a little boat and everything. Some classics. I don't know what these are. They almost look like vets. Don't kill me in the comments though, ladies and gentlemen, if I don't know what these are. Camaros, that's what they are. Camaros, not vets. Sorry. Camaro.
reached Rick Vicarina. Sorry, I can't get to the phone right now. I'm probably busy building something awesome. Leave a name and a number. I'll call you back just as soon as possible. Thank you, and have a great day.
What a dope
That's
guy.
fucking dope.
That's a dope.
That's hilarious. Sorry, Mr. Cole. I'm over here building a robot in my shed.
Hello, you've reached Rick Vicarina. Sorry, I can't get to the phone right now. I'm probably busy building something awesome. Leave a name and a number. I'll call you back just as soon as possible. Thank you, and have a great day.
All right, Ricky. So I think they don't want to talk to you after that last comment. They've canceled your phone service.
What comment?
So we're gonna give Ricky one more shot here.
You're talking about that? Just the truth. Anybody in this business fucking knows. I'm not lying.
If they don't pick up, all right, we got Mr. Ali. You want to talk to Mr. Ali, or you can't handle Mr. Ali? I don't know if you can handle
me.
We got one in Riverside. All right, let's take a look. I don't know. Maybe Charles is gonna call that guy. We got one in Illinois, Markham, Illinois. This one's vacant. Let's get him on with Mr. K. Garrett. Last shot, Rick. You need to get on the phone with these guys. Maybe you need to check your number, see if it's marked as spam, or maybe they're just allergic to people that have the Georgia area code. I don't know what's worse. Let's see, though. That's the name, K. Garrett. That's all I got. They said it's vacant. He's asking 117. His estimate 164 per the spreadsheet. Let me pull it up. And let's take a look. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Don't be shy, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know who wants to tap in and make some phone calls, see if we can get somebody on this list to pick up.
It's asking. And
117 is asking. His estimate is 167. Let's see.
Okay.
Who else did you call?
I called Richard Fucarino, Christian, Joe Ziegler, and this Garrett. Is this
Okay.
Garrett?
Garrett. Yeah, K. Garrett. Yep, call this guy. I'm marking the list. Dalton's up next, man. We gotta get Dalton on the phone. We want to hear what Dalton sounds like. Spoiler alert: he's a killer.
Killer. I'm gonna have to dip though. I'm gonna be taking Tommy on a walk in just a minute.
Okay.
But I'll have a laptop. If she lets me sit down, I'll make some from the laptop.
Okay.
That's live and real in the real world.
Please leave your message for 708.
Okay. Oh. They're just not. They're not rocking with Ricky right now, y'all. It's gotta be the fifth person Ricky's calling. They just ain't picking up.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Garrett, this is Ricky. How's the day treating you?
Ricky who?
This is Ricky. You spoke with my assistant recently about potentially selling that property on 163rd Street. Ring a bell?
No.
Okay. Well, do you have a second to chat about that?
I guess not.
Yeah,
I guess not.
it's not. Gave me
No
that sales
time.
visit.
No time to talk.
I tried to deflect it. Just kept moving. She wasn't having it. Hung up.
Well, we appreciate you, Ricky. We appreciate your effort on this one. We're gonna get you another one after you come back. I guess you said.
Yeah, I want for the folks, especially the newer guys, to make note there. Little just sales tip. Whenever you're having these and sales processes, period, right? Whenever prospect is saying anything that gets you closer to your goal, whatever that goal is, right? Digging deeper into their pain, talking themselves into why your product, solution, whatever you're selling them is great. Let them keep talking, maybe ask questions, say things that will get them to continue to go that route. When it's something that on the opposite side of things, if it's something that doesn't benefit you and your goals and maybe even gets you further from your goals, don't dwell on it. move it over. So she hit me with sales resistance. I don't remember, blah, 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 blah. I just glided over it because that gets me further from my goal. So I have to work on some training material for my team, but I'll catch y'all later.
Take care, Ricky. We'll catch you in the next one here shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's anybody else on the stage or in the audience that wants to tap in, hop up and join us on the stage, definitely feel free. Raise your hand. We got Mr. Woods. I know he's out and about. Charles, you still around?
Yeah, give me 5 minutes. I'll join back up.
Okay, yeah, take your time. Take your time.
It's
I'm gonna mark that last lead here. I guess they're not.
a new one.
What you got? You got a new one?
Yeah, that's a new one. Call your boy up. I gotta call a client here in Cali.
Okay, cool. Let's call.
Came in about 3 hours.
We got one in Richmond, Virginia, y'all. Let's take a look at Richmond. I'm from Maryland, so that's not too far away. Let's take a look, see what we're dealing with here. Okay, 267. Let's see what the notes say. Okay, this guy wants to sell it ASAP. It is rented. Let's try to get on with Steven. You see what Steven has to say, y'all. Which one is that Ohio one? I can call him next.
In the chat.
Got you. Okay, we got Sir MD tapping in. Get you on, sir. Welcome.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Let's see. If we can't get this guy on the phone. Steven.
Hello?
Hey, Steven, it's John. How are you?
Who's calling?
This is John. We haven't spoken before, but I got this request to sell for a property on Woodhaven Drive in Richmond, and I wanted to see what was going on with that one, if you were still looking to sell it.
Nah, man.
You're not looking to sell that? Not interested in selling it. Moving on to the next guy. Which one was the Ohio lead? Going off my internet. Want to make sure I'm still coming through clear. Let's see.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. All right. We're going to pull this guy up again. Let's try and give him a call. Mr. Harold. Hey, Harold. This is John. How are you?
I'm okay.
Good. Hey, I got the request to sell for that property that you have on Nelson Ave. I wanted to reach out and talk to you about it.
Well, right now I'm not ready right now.
Oh, did I catch you at a bad time?
Yes, you did. Really.
Oh, my goodness. Would you like me to try you back later today, or would I catch you in the middle of?
Well, call me tomorrow. Can you come in tomorrow?
I'll call you tomorrow. What time works for you?
Maybe about 11:30.
Okay. I'll call you then.
That'd be fine.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Talk to you then.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get a text?
John, do you still like property? Are you looking for a lease to have like 70% to 80% equity in the property once you purchase it?
Here's what I'm looking for, right? Whenever I get on the phone with a lead, the first thing I want to vet is this person actually motivated? So let's dive into what it means for somebody to actually be motivated, right? They need to be in a situation that is causing them some sort of discomfort or pain, and selling this house is going to help them get up out of that situation, okay? And then because selling this house is one of the only reasons it's going to help them get up out of this situation, whatever life circumstance they have, they're willing to do whatever really you need them to make this happen, okay? 9 times out of 10, we need them to sell us this property at a price low enough, for us to make a little bit of money too, right? So we can't have them being, all greedy. Now, if the person is like we spoke to earlier on the phone, I had it on the market. Man, this guy had his house listed for sale with an agent. He got offers above his asking price, and he didn't take any of the offers. He's wasting everybody's time, including his own. I mean, I don't even know why those types of people entertain these phone calls at all, or why they waste people's time. That's not the type of person we're working with. The type of person we want to work with, they have to have a reason to sell. I'm going to talk about some reasons that are very popular, as unfortunate as they may be, that people find themselves in, life circumstances that they find themselves in, that would cause them to become motivated enough to sell this property to us at a discount. Number one, 50% or more at this point of marriages within the United States end in divorce. All right, you're going to see a lot of people are going through a divorce. All right, unfortunately, for these people, they're going to have to sell their house because they're not going to be, living with the nagging wife or the nagging husband. Right, it's just not going to happen. They got to get up. They got to get out. All right, number two, pre-foreclosure. All right, this person is falling behind in making their payments to their lender, and they're constantly getting these threats in the mail of they're going to take the house. They understand they're going to lose their house if they don't up and sell it, right? Number three, tax delinquency. They're not paying their property taxes, right? They have liens against their house, and if you don't buy it, it's going to go off, to the auction. The county's going to take it, and somebody's going to get it pennies on the dollar either way, and they're going to walk away with probably nothing, right? Number four, it's an inherited property. Okay, this person has recently inherited a property. They didn't have anything to do with it. They're not a real estate person. Maybe mom or dad passed away, or grandma, grandpa, brother or sister, somebody in the family passed away and left this property to them in their will. And they don't know what to do with it. They don't know anything about real estate. They just want a little bit of cash. They got a situation in their life that we're going to talk about here in a second, and they just want to sell the property. Let's talk about the life circumstances that people, that usually work with us find themselves in, right? They usually have medical issues, right? I'm telling you, I can't tell you enough. There are so many people in the United States that are battling for their health. It is crazy. You guys got to take care of yourselves. Don't eat terrible food, slop, all this stuff. Got to eat right. If you're not eating right, you're not taking care of yourself. I mean, you'll find yourself in this category here. You don't want to do that. So take care of yourself, exercise, get outside, get sunlight daily. These things are very important. But a lot of these people do have health concerns where they're going, back and forth with the doctors, or they got medications they got to pay for, or cancer or something. Something's going on, right? You got to be mindful of this stuff. Eat clean food. Number two, relocation is big too. A lot of people, they get a job offer to go somewhere else, and at the drop of a dime, they got to up and move. There's got to be a reason. You got to think about these different situations that people are going to find themselves in, and then understand that just selling this house is going to get them the resources they need to move on with their life, right? But if that person is not motivated and they're not in a situation where they need to move, where they need the money, or, something's happening where they need to sell, it's not a fit, right? And it's very important that everybody in here understands that you're not supposed to take this personally, right? Just because it's not a fit, they're not rejecting you. They're just not, you cannot fit the square peg into the round hole. You see what I'm saying? So you just filter the list, you go through the people, and you see, okay, who on this list is the round peg for the round hole, right? That's it. And, that's what we're looking for over the phone, is they have to be motivated. They have to want to close in the next 30, 60 days, and they have to be willing to work with us in our company policy. What is our company policy? Our company policy is that we got to make money. We're running a business here. This is not a charity. All right, we don't work for free. We got to make money on this deal, and they've got to follow our process so that we can finance it, whether that's us buying the deal, assigning it to maybe one of the members in this very community right here, or listing it on the MLS to expose to the whole world that it's available for sale, right? But we have to look for somebody that's looking for the convenience of an as-is sale. They don't want to put anything more into the property. They're not in a position where they want to deal with this, whether it's financially they don't have the money or energetically they don't have the bandwidth to be able to focus on this. They just want to be done, right? We're looking for people that are trying to press the easy button in life, and we want to offer a service where facilitating this transaction of selling their property is going to be the easiest decision that they can make. All right? So hopefully that answers your question, gives you a lot of context as to what we're looking for, and everybody is clear about, what exactly we want to see when we get on the phone.
Right. No, I get that. Some of the stuff I already knew, but I just let you go ahead and say it because that's good to always reiterate something. That way, it sticks. What I was saying because I haven't done this in a long time. I've been doing some other stuff. But what I was saying from an investor standpoint, when you're also looking at a property, I understand that you're looking for somebody that is in a bind, basically, and needs to sell this property or just has disinterest. What I was saying is, from an investor standpoint, aren't you still looking to at least for it to have 70 to 80% equity, or has that went down? That's what I was saying in the property. Even if it's in foreclosure, does it have 70 to 80% equity? Once you purchase it, would you have 70 to 80% equity? You see what I'm saying?
Right. And so just to follow up with the response here, what I'm looking for is going to be different from what an investor is looking for, right? Investors, they want to see minimum of like 25% equity after repairs are made, okay? And you got to be very mindful of the repairs that are going into these properties. So really like 30%, okay? After the repairs, okay? They want to have that so they can refinance that if their plan is to hold the property. But what we've been learning about, talking about interest rates and everything and where the economy is right now, a lot of markets don't make sense. You're not going to be making any money if you go take out a loan and then you're going to go and try to rent the property. Like a lot of these landlords are upside down, especially people that are just getting into the business thinking that, this is going to be a great opportunity. It's not. You got to really buy these deals at a very steep discount so that you can have a margin if you're going to rent out the property. But that's what an investor is looking for. What I'm looking for is somebody that's motivated. And because I'm looking for somebody that's motivated, I'm not limited to selling these deals to other investors, right? If it is a deal and it makes sense to flip it, by all means, right? Obviously, they want to make, probably close to like 20% on the money that they spend, to do this flip minimum, right? That's what they want to see in terms of a return, right? So if they're going to spend, let's say they buy a house for $150,000. Okay, they have their cost of interest. Then they're going to put, let's say, another $75,000 into the house, right, for the work. They're all in it, $225 just for the purchase price and materials and labor, right? That's before any interest. You got to be mindful of the interest. But let's say they want to make at least 20%. That's probably pretty low. I'd say they probably want to make closer to $60,000 on a flip like that. You're $225 in, you probably want to be at like $60,000 out, like minimum, for you to want to take the flip on. And then you got to ask yourself, okay, what do the interest payments look like? If they go get a hard money loan, hard money right now has got to be what? Who's recently got a quote for hard money? It's got to be what, 12, 14%?
12, 14%. Yep. 12, 14%. Yep.
So you got to be mindful of that. If they go get a loan for $150 plus the $75, right, that they're going to put in for materials and labor, that loan balance is $225. Let's just look at what that would be on the year. So they're paying $27,000 in interest per year, okay? If they hold this for, let's say, 6 months, they're paying $13,500 in interest, okay? If their goal is to sell this for what? They're all in at $225. They want to probably sell it for like $300. After the closing costs and realtor fee, that's $276. What did I say the interest was? $13,500. Now we're at $262, and then after materials and the purchase price, they put in $225. They're left over with $37,500. You see how quickly these margins get eaten up? So you gotta be mindful of that. I mean, they want a slam dunk. You know, these people are not trying to buy a retail house, you know, and these sellers are not trying to sell their house at a investor price, you know, a lot of the time, right? So the question you got to ask yourself is, okay, how do we still work with these people, right? And that's what I'm personally looking for, right? I'm not looking at it like an investor point of view every time. Depends on the deal, you know. Is it habitable? If it's habitable and it could pass for a FHA or conventional loan, list it. That person that's going to pay the most, you know, top dollar for it, they're not an investor. You know, that's somebody that wants to live in the property, right? And that's where novations come into play, and that's what, you know, we're doing heavy, novations heavy. So if you guys got a lead like that is motivated, definitely send it to us. Matt dropped a calculator in the chat, Mr. Wholesale Offer Calculator. I don't know if it's Mr. or Matt Riley, MR for Matt Riley or Mr. But we got MR Wholesale Offer Calculator.netlify.app. You can go and check it out there. And then if you have a motivated seller that you guys want to send it to reirev.com and we will work with you. But let's get back on the phones. Hopefully that answered the question and gave context.
No, that did answer the question. You did, because when you said the percentages, that's what I was getting at. But I hear what you're saying. You're looking for two things. So, yeah, I got it. No, I just wanted to see. I haven't done this in a while.
No, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. I remember you. It's good to see you coming back on, and you're still with it.
Yeah, and listening, because I know the market, market has changed. I think the last time I was on, you were you had your app. I think you had an app that you were doing. I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember it was List Blast. List Blast. We're still cooking with List Blast. That's for lead generation. Now we're building out the marketplace, you know, for people to actually post their deals and their motivated seller leads to get them, you know, across the finish line. So we're helping you generate leads, and we're helping you get those leads across the finish line here. We're helping you do it all, man. There's no excuse. You got everything you need to be successful, and most of it's free. I mean, the fact that we got this community here for free, ladies and gentlemen, it's so disrespectful, you know, to sleep on this and gatekeep this from people that you think would actually potentially benefit from it. You got to invite somebody to be in here. We're almost 25,000 members strong since we started this community, and we got to keep it growing. I want to see 100,000 by the end of this year, man. We got to hit 100,000. We need everybody to invite one person. We make that happen immediately. Got to.
Cool. All right, I just want to tap in. Go ahead and do your thing, John. I'm gonna let somebody else get on stage.
How you feeling?
Man, I'm so rusty. I just want to listen right now. I mean, okay. I have my own tactics of what I do, but I'm so rusty, man. I don't got no script in front of me. I just don't want to, I don't want to blow it. So I just want to just listen some more.
I respect that. Hey, when you feel comfortable and you want to make some calls, man, we'll be here.
All right. Thanks, John.
No, thank you. Great questions, man. Great question. Let's get on with this guy. We got Joseph, Kunkletown. Copy this.
Hello?
Joseph?
Yes.
This is John. Hey, you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay. Well, I keep getting these requests to sell about this property on Stony Ridge Drive, and I wanted to reach out to you to talk to you about it, to see where you were at, if you had ended up selling this or if you were still looking to sell or what.
Well, I'm looking at somebody buying it.
Okay, what are you looking to get for it?
Well, right now, I'll be honest with you, if I'm going to tell you I don't know, I got to find out how much it's going. Give me an idea.
Well, you bought it for $279, right?
Yeah, that's something, a couple of dollars back and forth.
Okay. I mean, it looks like you just got it around this time last year. I mean, why are you selling it now?
Well, I am 90 years old.
Okay.
And I am not able to drive over there. That's the big problem.
Did you buy this as a rental at one point, or what was the deal?
I just want to buy it, so put my money into something.
Okay.
What kind of money you got in mind?
Well, I got to understand the situation here because I always like to try to help people. So, I mean, if it makes the most sense to just list this, I would tell you to list it. But I don't know if it would sell for what you've got into it right now. Are you just trying to get out from under it?
Well, listen, I'm 90 years old.
Yeah.
How far I gonna get myself out of it or in or out? I'm in it because I own it. If I don't own it, I won't be talking to you.
Okay. So you don't have a mortgage or anything you got to take care of then, is what you're saying.
I have no mortgage. Every house is clean.
I hear you. Well, I've got it pulled up here. I'm looking at some of the other houses that are available. That way I can have an idea of what I think it might be worth. But, I mean, just at first glance, without having been out there to go and see it, is there anything...
My house is very good shape. Everything was repaired and fixed and everything until I was able to handle it, okay?
I hear you.
There was no such a thing as gonna do it tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you have any reason to sell this beyond, hey, you're just kind of...
I have a reason to sell it because I am not able to drive the 125 miles up there. I gotta stop 2-3 stops. It's just that simple.
Okay.
And I don't want to give up this place where I'm having in a city here because that's the only place I know.
Well, do you need access to the money now, or is this something that you'd consider financing? What type of situation?
I am not ready for financing. I want to get money for it the way I pay for it.
Okay.
That's all.
I understand.
What good is it I finance it and I'm 90 years old? If I got the money, I know how to, who I give. I have a daughter, but she's so busy she's not able to handle the house right now, and that's simple.
I got you.
Okay, have a nice day.
Before you go here, right, I'm looking at these other houses, and I mean, do you think that $200,000 would help you at all?
How much?
$200,000.
$200,000, and I paid for it $270 or something. Come on.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm telling you. It's kind of tough because you're competing against.
That's going to sell that much. I'm going to be sold that much. But right now, I got to get my money's worth what I paid for it. Okay? Have a nice day.
Yeah, I hope you have a nice day too. I don't know if bro's going to be able to get what he paid for the house out of it, even if he lists for, let's say, $289, right? If he pays an agent, to go and that's best case scenario. He lists this $289, somebody buys it $289, and this usually doesn't happen. But somebody takes it, no questions asked, no concessions. He's only netting $265 with a 6% commission. I think there might be some wiggle room, if I did have him at $200, to list this. But I don't know. What do y'all think, chat? What do y'all think? What's his timeline? Man, his timeline is yesterday, man. He sounds like he's on death's door. Brother is about to clock out of this lifetime. Let's hop on with the next one, y'all. We're going to follow up with him. I'll put him on a follow-up. Mark as follow-up. Let's see. A lot of Chicago, a lot of Illinois. Got some Houston, Texas. Let's see what's going on with this guy, Kenny. Shout out Kenny, man. Miss Kenny. It's been too long, man. Let's see here.
Hello, this is Ken. I'm not here right now. Leave me a message and I'll call you right back. Thank you.
I'm going to call him 2 times, y'all. We don't want to just call him once. Got to call him 2 times. About time to get another water.
Hello, this is Ken. I'm not here right now. Leave me a message and I'll call you right back. Thank you.
Hey, Ken, this is John. Hey, I was actually just giving you a quick call about Spanish Oak Drive. I got a request to sell. If you would call me back, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. We'll put him on call, no contact. We'll get this next one, Imperial Stone Drive. See what the deal is here. And get a little water. Little water action. Let me know in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he's calling back. Hey, Ken.
Yes, who is this?
This is John. Hey, did you get my call?
I did.
Hey, yeah, I got this request to sell for a property on Spanish Oak Drive here in Houston.
Yes.
Okay, well, I wanted to try to get in touch with you to see what was going on, if this was something you were still looking to sell or what.
Well, that's why I was calling you back. I thought that's probably what it was in respect to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what it is I went ahead. First off, I got a tenant in it.
Okay.
And the tenant's been in there for 9 to 10 years, really, and so they've been missing a few payments.
Oof.
And but they always pay me, 2 or 3 months sometimes. When they hit hard times.
Mm-hmm.
But they're having a hard time right now, and I talked to my wife, and we just can't just sell the house out from under them because they're for I don't know what the reason is yet, but I just can't sell it out from under them. So I just hadn't even tried to sell it.
Okay. Well, I know how it can be sometimes, and people fall behind, and if they've been good to you, you want to be good to them. But do they have a lease in place with you, or are they on month-to-month right now?
No, they do. No, they had a lease first year, and they have not since that point. But
what are they paying right now for the rent?
Oh, what are they paying now? It's $16.50, which is under the market for that area.
Right.
But the reason I've kept it down is I felt like that if I had to go ahead and get somebody else at the time, I was thinking I'd have to come in there and do quite a bit of work.
Sure.
I say quite a bit of work, clean up and all. And I live out of town. I live in Arkansas, so I'm about 8-hour drive. And matter of fact, I'm driving right now back to the house. But because of that, that's really the reason I really put it up for sale. I'm getting older, and I just getting a little tired of trying to keep up with the money and all. So it's not worth it. But the houses in Houston are the price market is terrible. I bet there's not a state in the United States that's selling any cheaper than per square foot than Houston.
I tell you.
But
Did you
so
know
it's
what
not
you
a
were
good
looking
time
to
to
get
be.
for it?
No, I hadn't even really. I've had over the last 7 or 8 months. I've had probably people offer me anywhere from 125 to 275, and you say, "Man, why
Wow.
didn't you take it?" The reason I didn't take it is they use that wording, uh, that it's based on how it, whatever's they find wrong with it. Well, I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm not about to go ahead and just sell it and all of a sudden them go down and I call it nitpicking, saying, "Oh man, this needs this needs that." If it does, I don't have a problem with it. But if it doesn't, I do have a problem with it.
You said you're on your way now to the house?
I'm on the way to my home here in
Oh, okay.
Arkansas. Yeah, so
Okay. Well, if you got an offer for 125, I'd probably laugh at them, but I
well,
would
I do.
I would
I mean, but
seriously consider something closer to maybe 140, 155.
yeah, but when I guess I'll fall back on the idea. I had a gentleman that was, I say a gentleman, a man was was actually managing it for me for many years. I had an older couple manage it for a number of years, and he passed away. And then the lady, she retired, and so I hired this one guy. He managed it for about 4 or 5 years, and then after that, he started telling me stuff that I knew was wrong, and so I
Like
told him
what?
it was wrong. Like what? He said it had a water leak there in the living room area, in that formal living room. And I said, well, he he commented that it was due to a water line in the ceiling. It's a 2-story home. And I said, there's no water in that area. That's all bedrooms. There's no water in that area. All the water comes in from the front corner. And no, it wasn't true. And so then what I told him, I said, I'm just speculating, but I said, in that living room, there's a chimney, and that chimney has flashing on it. And I said, check the flashing. Well, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. He goes and cuts a hole in the ceiling, and then he didn't tell me about it and tried to charge me for it. That's one issue. Second issue, I was talking to him about hiring him to change out the air filter.
Yeah.
And I lived in that house for 9 years, so I know every little detail about it. He came in and he told me that he was going to charge me for 2 air filters every 3 months. I said, "There's only one." He swore up and down that it was 2 of them. So I finally loaded up and went down there, and he had a couple other issues too. I loaded up. I drove down there 8-hour drive, and the things he was telling me was just stuff that he was being told. He hadn't been in that house. I talked to the tenants. Uh, they didn't even trust him. They didn't even let him in the house.
Wow.
So I just got rid of him. I started managing it. But I'm getting older, and that part of it, I want to do what's fair to someone, as far as whatever it takes. But to do that, I feel like I need to drive down there and actually, suppose it was you that was wanting to buy it. Uh, I would like to know after you do a walkthrough, a detailed list of what you think it needs. And I'm planning on coming down there and see if I buy into it. If I buy into it, I know how much it costs to go ahead and rebuild it to where you could sell it and make a profit. And I don't mind that, but I'm not planning on, feathering your nest, where that's feathered for the entire year.
Well, I tell you
So
what,
that,
I'd hate for you to make an 8-hour trip down, but if I could get some pictures and send them to you, would that work?
well, the other thing is right now with them having some financial problems,
Right.
with them having some financial problems, I just, since they've been in it so long, and then they've always paid me, even though they were late, I just can't, they've got 4 kids, I just can't kick them out right now.
Well, I'm not
So
even
I,
saying we got to kick them out right now. I'm saying, well, let's at least take a
well,
look
they
at it.
can, you know as well as I do that they're not going to be able to get a house that cheap. Even, I mean, the cheapest they'd get it probably be 2,200. I mean, no matter whatever. So that's why I backed off. But I am watching them closely, and if I don't get some money coming my direction, yeah, I'll just flip flop and sell it.
Hmm.
But I'm not positive how to sell it because uh, I've had these offers that I thought would be really good for that area, but I know they would just go ahead and
Kick them out.
use it to go ahead and get their foot in the door.
Hmm. Right, and then
And
they'll try
see,
to do a whole inspection and try to knock you
yeah,
down. I
and
understand.
yeah, I've been there, done that, and I mean, you know how all that works. But to
Sure.
show you something similar, uh, I've got a second house, which is a condo in Hot Springs Village, which is up toward Little Rock area.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I put it on the market, and I agreed to sell it to a guy. Uh, but when I did, uh, one of them, I agreed twice to sell it. Once to a guy that, he offered me a good price for it. And he wanted me to carry the note, and I didn't mind carrying the note. But then he was what do you call it? He I forgot the initials for all of it. He's licensed to where if he bought it, he's owned several places, and he just turns them around and resells them. But if he sold it, he wanted me to go ahead and say carry it on a 5-year note, and then him pay me back so much a month and so much after 5 years on a balloon note.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would have been all right, except if he goes defunct, I'd have to sue him. I couldn't sue him. I'd have to sue his company. And if he's defunct, I'm not going to get anything out of that company.
Mm-hmm.
So before I ever signed the papers, I got dropped out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then a second issue, which has kind of made me a little sour, is I know positively that place. It's just a small condo. It's valued at about $175,000, and the guy offered me $175,000, and I was going to go up there and meet him to do a walkthrough, and he called and dropped the price to $125,000, and he hadn't even been in it. And I
That's
just
why I
had a
was
new
trying to
roof.
see if we might be able to go take
Yeah,
a look at it before I'd even give you a number. That way I could at
Well,
least save you the hassle of driving 8 hours just to get out there.
yeah. Well, I appreciate it, but to a certain extent, I need to know. I need to know what it's in. You know what kind of condition it's in.
Sure. Well, I tell you
You
what,
know.
why don't we consider if we could go and schedule a time to get in there, take some pictures. I could forward those pictures to you so you'd see them, and then we'd know a scope of work and understand how much we'd realistically need to put into it.
Yeah, that's
And
it. Is that?
if we're in the same ballpark, before we close, of course, you could go down and verify what we've, sent
Yeah.
to you, but at least you'd know. How does that sound?
Yeah, that would be fine, except for one thing. Right now, I want to go ahead and see what their problems are, and decide whether I want to wait them out a little bit and collect my money from them, or and I've already told them. I told them 7 or 8 months ago. I told them. I said, look, my kids. If my wife and I pass away, my kids automatically are going to get the house. And they said they would sell that house the very next day.
Well,
so I was trying to advise
Did you put it
them.
into a trust?
I don't have it in a trust, but I've actually deeded it over to them.
I saw that. It's a transfer upon death instrument. I've dealt with that before. But what I'd say is, if you really do plan to hold this until you pass, to put it in a trust. That way they don't have to pay on a separate tax basis. See, that could really affect them, and
well,
you
the
got
only
to think
reason,
about that.
the only reason I hadn't done that is, don't you have to wait 7 years before you'd sell it? If you sold it before 7 years, they'd still have to pay the taxes.
I would talk to a professional about that to get a.
Because I think over the years it's changed, and that's why I didn't proceed in that direction.
Sure.
I mean, that's what I was advised, but.
Sure, yes. But I'd certainly consider it. And as far as going to the property to take a look at it, when do you think you'd want to try to talk to them and see where they're at, and even understand, does it make sense for us to go?
Well, I'm getting ready to go ahead and talk to them again,
Did
to
you
find
want to
out
call
what.
them now?
Well, I'm on the road right now, but
I know
yeah,
we
I
were
was going to go
talking.
ahead and do what?
Oh, I just know that we were talking. I guess if you were on the road now, I didn't know if now might be a good
Yeah,
time.
I'm driving. I just passed a policeman, had someone pulled over. Yeah, I'm about
Well, thank God it wasn't
probably.
you.
I do what? Yeah.
I said, thank the good Lord
first
that
off,
it wasn't you that got pulled over
yeah,
there.
first off, I've got a radar detector that I'm out on the road. I mean, they have so many speed zones anymore.
I tell you.
I mean, they'll drop the speed limit by 20 miles and be sitting there ready to give you a ticket.
Yeah. Well, why don't we try to call them and see, where they're at?
Well, that's what I'm going to do. But, are you talking about what, a joint call or what?
Yeah, if now's a good time. I mean, I got time.
Yeah. Yeah, that part of it.
I won't say
I need to
nothing. I just listen in.
Yeah. But that part of it, I want to find out, where they are. And I don't know whether it's her. I know at first she was sick.
Yeah, I mean, it
and
never
had
hurts
be
to
in the
call and
hospital.
see, I tell you.
But those issues like that have a way of hanging on, and, so that's
Shoot,
it. Is
yeah.
I've just
I
got
wouldn't
to.
even.
I've got to.
I wouldn't even mind.
I've got to resolve my issue.
I hear you. I mean, if you wanted to give them a quick call and see where they were at, I mean, that'd be the best way to clear it up.
I would not catch him right now. I need to wait till at least 8 o'clock tonight. Because, from what I understand, he started his own company, and with that, him and another guy, and so I think that's part of the problem.
I hear you.
You know as well as I do that probably 2/3 of the companies that start up don't make it 2 years.
It's tough. It's tough. But you gotta hold on, gotta hang in there. I think there's a lead here. I think that there is something here. He is in a serious predicament.
Up in the Fayetteville area.
But we just got to get him. We got to move him along. Got to move him along.
Selling homes and everything. She started selling homes, and then they started their own business, and that was 5 years ago. Now then, they've got about 50 people work for him, and he's moved over into the area building homes now. They're buying lots and building houses.
Out in North Carolina, Fayetteville? Was that what you're talking about?
No, out of Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Oh, out of Fayetteville,
That's up around that's out where the University of Arkansas is.
Okay.
It's in the northwest corner. Okay. But their market is very good. Although it's good, but still, it has taken a dip. Kind of like probably all areas.
All of America, yeah.
Yeah, all over America is taking a dip.
It is. I tell you, the prices are through the roof. And,
but it really is supposed to kind of come back. If they'd ever get off of Trump's back, it would come back a little faster.
I sure hope so.
But because they keep playing devil's advocate and trying to run him down. And I mean, even like right now with the war, I call it a war too, but even with that, he says he's just about got everything stopped, and he almost has to, because if they're missing $4 million every, I don't remember what the time frame, every week or whatever, they're not going to be able to hang on too long. And they'll be wanting to go ahead and make that deal. I'm talking about Iran, or Iraq, rather.
I hear you.
But that part of it, where I was going is my understanding, and I haven't been home to go ahead and hear it, but my understanding through the radio is that the Democrats are blocking him, along with 4 Republicans, that he has to back out of this war. I mean, here he is right there at the last hour to go ahead and get it resolved, and they just want him to back out. Right. And back to those judges. The judges are telling him he has to.
I tell you, it's really something going on in this world right now, but you gotta just get right with the Lord. That's really all you can do, and try to treat others as you would yourself. But I tell you what, brother, I know I'm getting a little short here on time. I did want to see when would be a good time to try to reconnect, because I know you need to talk to these folks that are living in the house. But if ideally, I mean, if you could talk to them maybe today, if we could try to reconnect maybe tomorrow. That way, if we could get the ball rolling, I at least could get out there, get some pictures to you, and get you a ballpark. And if we're in the same ballpark, we might be able to do business. And if not, there's no hard feelings, but at least you know.
Well, say like on that ballpark you're talking about, yeah, I think we could reach a ballpark by doing exactly what you're saying. But all of a sudden now then, there's no way that they're going to go ahead and get that rent for that price. So they would have to move out, and if they don't have the money right now to pay me, they're not going to have the money to go ahead and transfer over to another home.
Well, I tell you what,
and they've got 4 kids.
The good Lord always makes a way. I tell you, I've never not once gone without, and I truly do mean that, brother. I truly do mean that, and I tell you right now. But if, push comes to shove, and I mean, one way or the other, they're going to have to go, I mean, I'd at least I'd at least prefer to try to help them, with the transition before,
that's it.
selling.
what you're saying is my attempt to try to help them, but I didn't take them to raise. I'm not the sugar daddy.
Right.
So that's it. There's a breaking point.
Well, yeah,
So
I've
I've got to go.
That's what I was saying. If we
I-
could call them, and
Oh,
see where they were
I
at,
already
I'd
I
say.
already have.
Well, then if you've already
but
called them, it might just be worth
I
trying
mean,
to
not
schedule a time, to go by, take some photos, and at least get you that number.
yeah. I've got to go ahead and look to see how much they owe right now, because I came through the taxes and everything, and see, I do my own taxes too. So, and then I've
Full
done
plate, brother.
quite a bit of things around my personal home. I'm for my neighborhood. I'm over the water and sewer and the basic. Our water and sewer board. It's a public facility board, and we just now purchased the rec club, which has a pool and tennis courts, and we're trying to resolve that.
Well, let's take it one
You
step at
know.
a time here. I'd say that the first order of business would be to call these folks living in the house and see where they're at,
Yeah.
and try to schedule a time for me to bring my guys through to take some pictures and get you a scope of work. That way we'd know exactly where we'd be at with our offer. And if we're in the same
Yeah.
ballpark, we might be able to do some business. But until we get in there, I'd be a fool to just make you an offer without
Oh
having
no,
seen
no. That's why I haven't. I haven't said anything to. Well, I have said something to them. I told them, I said, for right now, I've got it on hold
Well, why don't we
until.
try, let's see, today's Thursday. Why don't we try to shoot for next Tuesday? Will that work?
Well, I've got a meeting on Tuesday with guy that has my IRA.
Okay.
So I've got 2 IRAs, and I've got a meeting there with one of them on Tuesday.
How would
So
Wednesday
I've got
fancy you?
that'd be better.
All right. What time on Wednesday would you like to see if we could make this happen?
I mean, I'm open all the time. I'm retired.
Well,
So
then
it's
why
just
don't we try
whatever.
to reconnect here before Wednesday to confirm that we could go and take a look at the house, and then I'll send my guys to go get some pictures, get that scope of work, and get back to you with that ballpark. How does that sound?
Yeah, I don't want to go ahead and disrupt them right now.
Well, I know that
I
Wednesday,
mean,
that's next week. That's plenty of time. We're not, showing
yeah,
up tomorrow. It's not out of the blue.
yeah,
We can certainly give them enough time to get themselves together. We're not kicking them out or nothing like that, but we'll get some pictures. We get an idea of
yeah,
what we need to do, get a
yeah,
scope of work, and get back to you with a ballpark number.
yeah. Right now I'm going to hold up until I talk to them and then kind of start deciding what I want to do. I want to know their situation before I just pull the rug out.
I hear you.
Once I pull the rug out, it's out.
Right. Well, I'd hope that it
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
have to
out.
get to that point where
Well,
you'd feel that you'd have
what
to
it,
pull the
it
rug
is
out
what
from
it
under
is.
them. And that's why I was thinking maybe if we were to just swing
Yeah.
by, you could at least
It,
get that ballpark and at least have some photos, know what type of shape it's in. But I know you want to talk to
but
them, so why don't we
even
try to
what you're
reconnect after you speak to them? You think you could talk to them
all right,
tonight?
all right,
Would you call them tonight?
all right. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Can I have your word on that?
Oh, that I'll call them? Yeah,
Yeah.
you can have my word on that.
All right. Okay. Well,
Because I
if
was
you
going to
call
do it
them,
last night, but
I hear you. Stuff
just
came up. But I'll tell you this: if you
my
can
boss,
call them
my boss,
tonight,
my
I
boss told me one time, when you go to a meeting, there's always someone there in there that throws a turd on the table, and it stinks up until someone will clean it up.
oh, I tell you, my
And right now I'm cleaning a lot of turds off the table.
you and me both, brother. I got an 8-month-old baby. I'm keeping up
Oh, you
with.
do?
I do. I tell you, he's making turds left and right. It's the worst, but I can't
Yeah,
complain. He's just the most beautiful
Hey,
Beautiful little baby.
my days on that are over. So unless it's just for grandkids.
Oh well, enjoy the peace and
But
solitude.
we do have a couple of grandkids at the house this weekend.
Okay.
My
Well,
my
then why don't?
daughter and her husband had to leave for town here about 2 o'clock today. They went to Dallas,
No kidding. Well, how about
and
I
then
let
they're
you get
going.
back with them here? I know that you got the grandkids there. I
Well, they're
won't take
already
up too
gone.
much
Yeah.
time. Well, if they've already gone, I'll
Well,
let you
I'm
get
still
back
on
to
the.
the road here.
I'm.
And if you'd call
Yeah.
them,
I'm still on the road. All
call
right.
them
Sounds
tonight,
good.
okay? And I know
All right.
my boss, he's gonna kick me off here in a second, but if you would,
All right.
if you would call them tonight, okay? Tomorrow, let's see, tomorrow's Friday, okay, last day of this week. Let's get back in touch tomorrow afternoon. Lord willing, you would have been able to speak with them. And then let's
All
see
right.
about scheduling something for maybe Wednesday of next week. How about it? How about that?
All right. I'll try to get a hold of them tonight. But if I don't get a hold of them, I'll have to keep trying to call them.
Or, I mean, if you want
I
me to
mean,
give them a call, I'd be happy to give them a call. I'll get them on the phone.
no, I'm not going to have you do my dirty work. I don't
Hey,
have a
well,
problem doing it.
I just want to see you win, all right? So let's try to get on with them then tonight, and then tomorrow I'll give you a call back, see if you've reached them.
Yeah, I'm going to be a winner no matter whatever.
That's right.
All
That's
right.
right.
Thank you.
You take care. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hear that? I don't know, man. I feel like the only reason I stayed on the phone with that guy that long was, number one, I was kind of enjoying the conversation. But number two, I really think he's in a situation where he is motivated. He does have a real reason to sell, you see. But he's an older guy. I think, with these sellers, you got to have somebody kind of help them take the next step, right? So that's why I was trying to see if I get him to commit, following through on, some actionable items. Number one being calling these people and trying to call him tomorrow. I'll see what he says tomorrow. He may very well not call him, but he may very well call him, right? But regardless, we got to go take a look at the property, get some pictures, and go from there. But let's see. I got 2 missed calls. Let's see who this was. Leads. Okay, I don't know this number. I don't know this number, but I'll call him. I'll see who it was.
This is Jeff.
Yeah, this is John. Hey, did I miss a call back from you?
No, probably not. Why did you call me like 3 times today? Like specifically several times in a row.
Well, I must have been trying to reach you here. I'm trying to see you had a house that you were looking to sell, right?
Dude, stop. I want to be off your call list. I was in a closing when you called. The fact that you called back to back like it's an emergency is bullshit.
Well, you got to remind me. I'm trying to see who this was. Let's see,
you
when did I
don't
call
even
you?
know who I am. That's part of the problem. My name's Jeff Moore, but take me off your call list. You obviously have my phone number because you have a caller ID, so you could have looked that up. But your practices for calling people, absolute bullshit, dude. Not cool. I even have a wholesale company, right? And we don't even call like this.
Well, that's why you don't close deals,
get
brother.
some manners.
I appreciate you.
No, I do close deals actually. I have several hundred houses. So
that's phenomenal.
Fuck
then
you.
You know what? I must have been calling you to see if you want to buy another one. That's why I was reaching out to you. I wasn't calling to see if you wanted to
You
sell
could
me
have
something.
texted them. You could have been more polite than doing a double dial, right? Where you literally call back to back. That's just
Well, you
not
never
good
know.
manners,
Sometimes
dude.
you call people. They got the iPhone on. Go straight to voicemail. I just try to call you 2 times. I don't think I called you 3
you could
times.
follow up with a text message like a normal person would and say, "Hey, my name's XYZ.
That's
I've got
fair.
a deal you might want to look at." You could have done that.
That's fair. And you know what? I will absolutely do that moving forward. But I apologize if we got off on the wrong foot. I'd still like to do business with you. Are you looking to buy anything in Lexington?
I mean, we're always looking to buy. Yeah.
All right, brother.
Text me any deal you've got, with an address and pics and a
All right.
price.
How about I do that? And if you like it, let's schedule a time. Let's get you inside, and hopefully we can work together. Again, I apologize. I'm just trying to do my job, trying to get these deals sold. I didn't mean to be rude with you, but at the same time, I felt a little offended. You know, I felt a little slighted by you telling me, you know, I got to do better. But I will do better. All right, I will do better.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Have a good one, man.
Thank you, Jeff. Hey, be on the lookout for my text. Please save my number, and let's do some business together.
Okay, we'll do.
All
it.
right.
Looking
Thank
forward
you.
to your text. Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye. See, that's how you de-escalate a situation on the phone. I am a wizard on the phone. There is nobody like me on the phone. I'm sorry. There's nobody doing it like me on the phone. I'm telling you, bro, when you get on the phone, it is an energy. You got to know how to play the game. I'm telling you, man. Hey, I'm telling you this too. If you guys aren't already, you need to sign up. REIRev.com. Go get yourself signed up. Make sure that you can see this marketplace and post your deals here because we got buyers, man. That was a buyer. I was trying to figure out, damn, who was this guy calling me back? And then I didn't know if it was a seller. He wasn't on the seller list. I tried to view that real quick, and we swapped hella quick. Jay, I know you're in the chat here. I know he's typing. That was a deal in Kentucky. The deal in Kentucky we're talking about. I'm sending it, man. I'm sending it to people. I'm going to get the texts going out soon. But I was, yeah, told Edith Frank to buy my deal. That's right. That's right. Edith Frank, buy the deal. Hey, and you know what? He turned around and he said, send me the text. I look forward to the text. Hey, no problem, buddy. Hey, no problem. That's what I like, man. I like to see calls like that. I'm going to save his number. Hey, y'all ever seen that one guy on Instagram? He's like, I like your tonality. Seen that guy? He calls people on Instagram, calling these business owners jackasses. Next thing you know, they roll over. They want to do business, paying this guy $7,500 on a credit card. It's crazy. But that's what I'm telling you. You got to be able to match their energy over the phone. See, if you stand your ground, you don't let people boss you around. You know what I'm saying? They can't push you around. Somebody's got to push somebody around. It ain't gonna be me. I'm not getting pushed around. Shoot. No, it's not the bald guy. I don't think I've seen a bald guy doing this. This is Swerve. Y'all seen Swerve? He's hilarious, man. Haven't been watching his videos recently, but I remember he cracked me up a couple times. I see a couple of those videos. That guy's hilarious. Yo, let me ask the chat. Since we got 20 people on here, I know you guys are qualified to hear this, right? How many people, if we could put you on the phone, and literally, you don't got to do nothing else but just call the people that have at least raised their hand. How many of you guys would actually want to have conversations like you're seeing me have right now? If we gave you everything, literally, all you got to do, just press go. We'll give you a list of people that were raising their hand saying, hey, we want to sell. Then you just go, you pre-qualify them, you book an appointment, and then you get one of the closers, to get on the phone, close the deal, lock it up. We'll handle the disposition, and then you get a cut at the closing table. How many people would be interested in making some phone calls? We got Lil Boosie, 19, got to work on the communication skills for real. Absolutely have to. That was a phenomenal display of how to hold it down. Hey, let's get the Lexington lead, or the Lexington deal rather now. Sent over to him. Let's see who this was here. I don't know if we have any pictures. Let me see if we got any pictures. Let me send him the text. I'm going to send him a text. I don't know. Let me see what this dude's name was. That was hilarious. Okay. I don't even know if it was really Lexington. Let's see. Joe. Okay. Damn, that was not his. What is this? Fayette, Kentucky. I called him. Let me see. I don't even know. I don't even know. It had to have been here. No, then this ain't right. This ain't. There's no way. Hold up. There's no way. 3115. He said his name was like Joe. Oh, Joe. Joseph Green. Okay. I guess I called him on a different number, so that number that he called me back on was a different number. But yeah, let me send him a text. Do we have let me get the email here, or the info. John Johnson, when you first started, how did you get introduced and were you nervous? I don't know if I was nervous. See, because, man, I used to do a lot of stuff on the phone. I've always been comfortable on the phone. But I think I was definitely nervous at one point to talk to agents. I used to definitely get intimidated by agents thinking, oh, they got this license. You know, man, I don't know if I could call a list of these guys. You know, these agents. Dude, these people all shit. These people all piss. These people all eat. They ain't no different than you, my guy. I don't care what certification, piece of paper, or whatever. These people they got nothing over you, you know? Absolutely nothing over you. Last four of his number is, let me see, 3115. Did you call him? Let me know, Jay. Okay. He just texted you? Shoot. He wants to walk tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, man. He's going to be the buyer for that deal. You see the way? Come on, man. Come on. Talking about, let's see. Wife is hitting me up. I see what's up with my beautiful wife. Holy mo. I think we might have to conclude the stream here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how I'm doing on time. That's phenomenal to see, though. One of the biggest buyers in Lexington. Yep, definitely. That's why I have him on the list. I got a list of all of the top buyers in these different counties, ladies and gentlemen. So tap in with us. If you've got a deal, post it to REI Rev. I want to make sure everybody in here is signed up. It's free to sign up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to drop the link, reirev.com, deals/submit. All right, look, everybody go sign up now. It's free to join. Okay, if you have a motivated seller that you don't know what to do with, but you know they want to sell and you don't know how to do an ovation. I know Dylan is asking about novations. I'm going to get into that here in a second. Or you have a deal that you've already locked up. It's off market. You're direct to the seller and you need a buyer. Post it to this marketplace. Not only are you going to get in front of all of the incredible people that are in this very community and be able to work with them and JV with them, you're also going to have access to, if the deal is approved, our exclusive network of verified buyers. Okay, we got over 192,000 contacts of people that are verified buying real estate. All right, take advantage of this opportunity. There is no other opportunity that exists like this, especially for free. So without further ado, go sign up and use the resources that we give to you, man. I love this community so much, man. I want to really give back. I wish, I want to be the guy that I wish I had when I was first getting started. That's my goal in life, just to be the guy I wish that I had in my life for somebody else. That should be everybody's goal. But know that you've got that here. You've got all the resources that you need to be successful. All right, if there's no excuse, everybody, especially after this stream, if you want to make calls like you're seeing me make, you're balling on a budget, right? So maybe you don't have thousands of dollars for marketing like you're seeing these guys talk about in the chat, but you do have time. Shoot me a DM. Reach out to me personally, please, and I will help you the best I can, point you in the right direction, or get you in a position where you can start closing these deals. Yep, it's about time to wrap up the stream. Okay, Mo. deixa eu terminar. Let's talk about novations before I head out of here real quick. So, novations, right? Everybody's talking about them online, but here's what you need to understand and why you need to start using them in your business and how they're actually different from traditional wholesaling deals, right? Number one, when you're doing an off-market assignment for a wholesale, you're typically in proximity with a group of investors, right? You know, hey, if I get this deal at 85, I'm going to be able to sell it to this guy for 100, right? We just saw that with Dalton. He's got a buyer for one of the Illinois deals, right? I said, hey, I'll give you 35 for it. Take it or leave it. I'll call you tomorrow. Sleep on it, right? He believes that he's got somebody in his network that could probably buy that off of us for 75, right? So let's do the math on that real quick. 75 minus 35, that'd be 40,000. 40,000. You know, Dalton and I, we'd go 50-50 on it, 20 each, make a little bag. But that opportunity would have never presented itself had we not been talking about it here in the Discord, right? So be mindful of that. Now, that's an off-market assignment. They're not listed. You're not working with any agent. There are no additional costs beyond the closing costs, which the buyer is usually paying for. All right, now check this out. Let's say that we're looking at a property, and here's what qualifies a property to be a novation. It's not that it's only livable. It's anybody that's motivated and that will work with us, that will allow us to list and sell the property, number one, right? But here's how you get more for a property than you could if you were to sell it to an investor, all right? Novation is not going to be the one-size-fits-all answer to getting sellers more money for their property every single time, all right? The only way that you're going to be able to offer a seller more money for their property is if it is in habitable condition, all right? Why is that important? Because if it's in habitable condition, okay, the buyer pool increases. And what do I mean by that? Well, when you have an novation agreement in place, you can list that property on the MLS with an agent. And instead of being limited to selling this deal only to an investor that has to buy it at a margin, which we talked about earlier in the stream. So if you're not already, get in the Discord. You got to be a part of these streams. They're a massive value. You can now sell this deal to a retail buyer. Now, what do we know about retail buyers? Well, we know that they're willing to pay the most for the property, right? This person wants to live in the property. So obviously, they're going to be able to pay more to live in the house than an investor would because they're trying to fix it up and then resell it. Does that all make sense? Is everybody following me so far? So if we come across somebody that's motivated and they've got a house that's in pretty decent shape, okay, the buyer pool is a lot more broad than if it was a complete teardown or a full gut or a full rehab, and the only person that's going to buy it regardless is going to be an investor. Now, I'm going to still tell you why it's important for a novation for the rehabs, the full guts, the teardowns, all right? If you're dealing in an area where I don't know what happened there. Somebody took me off the stage, man. I don't know what happened here. I'm giving off way too much sauce, man. They're trying to take me off. Let me see who that was that pulled me away. I don't know who it was, but we're back now. If you're dealing with a property, okay, let me make sure that the live is still going. Yep, it's still going. If you're dealing with a property that is a full gut, full rehab, full tear down, it's going to an investor regardless. The only benefit of listing it on the MLS is if the investors that you know of don't want it or you don't know the investors in the area, right? But regardless, you got to be mindful. Just because you're listing this property on the MLS doesn't mean that you can guarantee the seller more money, okay? You still got to sell it to an investor, right? But now you have an additional expense, which is what? The agent's commission, right? So a house, let's say, look at that same scenario where I'm getting the house from the guy for 35 and Dalton and I, we're going to sell it to the investor for 75. Take a look at this. If we're anticipating to sell the house for $75,000 and it's a novation, right? It's going to an investor regardless, right? That's the end buyer price. There is no more money to squeeze out of this deal. We are working with an agent and they deserve a commission. The standard commission is 6%. Okay, you're also going to look at about 2% for closing costs when you go and list on the MLS. So you're going to immediately deduct that from whatever price you think it would sell to the investor for. And that right here is going to be $69,000, okay? If we get it under contract for $35,000, that leaves a profit of $34,000, right? So we had to come out of pocket about $6,000 working with that agent. But it doesn't mean we're going to be able to offer the seller more, because if we offer the seller more, the end buyer is not going to change. We're not tapping into the retail buyer that's going to go live in the property, get approved for an FHA or conventional loan. All right? It's still going to be an investor that's probably going to go take out a hard money loan with the intention to go and fix and then flip this house. So hopefully that clears some stuff up. These are some great follow-up questions. So Novation expands the buyer pool to both flippers and non-flippers. Yes, absolutely. What qualifies a Novation specifically? Just livability? No. You can list anything on the market. All right, I need everybody to understand this. You could list anything on the market. But you have to understand the difference between a retail buyer and an investor, and a retail house and an investment, okay? An investor is not buying a house retail, okay? And a retail buyer is not going to buy an investment property. Does that make sense? So the guy that's willing to pay more for a house that wants to live in it is not going to buy a house that he can't live in, okay? And the guy that's looking for an investment property to fix up and resell is not buying the house that's move-in ready. So understand the different types of buyers and understand the benefit of having the exposure of being on the MLS or REIRev.com, because we got buyers, okay? And work accordingly. If you guys have any questions, definitely don't feel like a stranger. Reach out to me. You got help. You've got the resources that you need to be successful in here. Invite somebody you think will benefit from being in proximity with us, and we will catch you in the next one. If you guys like the leads, definitely reach out to Charles. I'm going to tag him in the chat. Charles. We had some pretty good conversations. And submit the motivated seller leads that you have to reirev.com. And if you got any deals, send them. We'll catch you in the next one. Love y'all.